I've had a quite extensive period now of about 28 years where I've suffered with Crohn's disease. I'm currently having a stoma reversal after several major operations. Throughout this particular stay, it was nice to come on this particular ward again through being on this ward previously. So I've already got to know a lot of the staff, and when I came back on the ward, a lot of the staff, although it's nearly a year since I was last on here, a lot of the staff remember me, which makes things a lot better because it makes it a more relaxed type of atmosphere, I think, because it's quite a nice modern looking ward to be on compared to others I've been on, when a lot of the time people with Crohn's disease or other types of irritable bowel syndrome, as they class it as, things like that can make a lot of people anxious and nervous about new situations and that. So it's more relaxing in that respect. The experience has been good for me in the respect of I've been on this ward before, so it's more relaxing for me that I know a lot of the staff already, and I've found that because I've probably been more relaxed, I think I've recovered quicker from the surgery than I think I may have done otherwise, because there's more of a nice friendly atmosphere within the ward. There's always, I feel that there are aspects anybody can improve on, but personally, within my opinion, I've found being on several different wards, certain members of staff, I feel that they portray an image of it's a job that they're doing, and the compassionate nature of certain members of staff is very lacking in the way that they portray their caring needs towards the patient, and it's like you're a patient and not a person in that respect. But I've found on this particular ward it's not the case. They do seem to care genuinely about the person, the individual, as a person and not just as a patient in that way. So it's been very good. I would be happy to obviously be on this ward in the future if I had to be in that way. Another point that I can make as well is regards discharge. I found in the past that it seems to take a very long time from being told off the doctors in the morning rounds that you're being discharged and you can go home, to being mid to late afternoon before all the paperwork and your medication's been ready. When I was in last March having surgery, a nurse suggested to me, because I only live a mile down the road, that I could go home and they would telephone me later to just come back and collect my paperwork and medication then, so I'm not waiting around all day for it in that respect. So, which I thought was a good idea at the time. So, but it's possibly something that somebody can look into and see if they could find a way of making it a lot more efficient. I don't sleep particularly well in hospital due to the fact of it can be quite noisy at times with like machines going off, and members of staff maybe not being as quiet as it could be, you know, during the night. But other than that, I do find it difficult to sleep in that respect. But also I don't find the beds particularly that comfortable. Maybe because it's different to the type of bed that I'm used to at home, but other than that, there's free Wi-Fi now that you can access in the hospital, but I've found that because I can access TV on my laptop, that the Wi-Fi isn't good enough to watch live TV over the internet. So maybe they could look into maybe upgrading the system to make it a bit better for the patient than having to rely on, say, the TV patient service that they provide, which I personally think is very expensive for the quality that you get.